Hey everyone, thanks for joining me for today's Beginner Pilates Reformer workout. Please like, share, and subscribe, and we'll begin. Begin by removing all springs from your reformer. Then press the carriage back towards the risers all the way and stand inside the well, facing your foot bar. Stand with feet hip distant apart and ground through your feet. Maybe lift and lower the toes, spread them out, and then we're going to start growing tall as we breathe and lean forward and back to gain a sense of where we are in space. Continue to shift your weight forward towards your toes, back towards your heels, so that we can find midline. One last time, forward and back, and then find center. Inhale your arms out to the side and overhead, and dive forward, rounding over. Catch your hands on the foot bar, shoulder width apart. Bend the knees as you lengthen the spine, arching your back. Inhale. Exhale, round your back to the ceiling like a scared cat. Continue to do this cat stretch, slightly bending the knees as you arch and straightening the legs as you curl the spine. Inhale and exhale. One last one. Inhale to extend, exhale to round, and then sit back onto your heels, hanging off the foot bar, rounding your back and stretch and giving yourself a good shoulder stretch. Rise up to stand tall and keep your hands on the foot bar. Push that carriage back to the risers if it came forward, and then walk your feet back so that you can come into a plank position for some push-ups. Inhaling in one direction, exhaling in the other, keeping your body in one straight line from your head to your heels. Elbows narrow as you bend them. One final one, and then shift your hips back towards your heels, pull on that bar, hang down through your arms and stretch. Then reach to your toes, releasing the foot bar, rounding over your legs, and peel up the spine, bone by bone, arms out to the side overhead on an inhale, and then exhale the arms down to your sides. Make sure that carriage is stable at the back of your machine, and we're going to go into squats. Sit down towards the carriage and rise back up. Inhaling and exhaling. Abdominals drawn in towards the spine. Chest is open, face looks forward. This time, sit all the way down on the front edge of the carriage, making sure it doesn't tilt. Arms reach straight out in front of you, feet remain on the floor as you tuck and peel and roll backwards, then roll up to sitting tall. Contract those deep low abs, curl partway back. Inhale as you rise up. Exhale, curl down and back, scooping the abs. Inhale, lengthen tall, and again. Remain back in your ab curl. Rotate your chest to the right as you pick up your right leg. Set it down and twist to the left, picking up the left leg. Continue to alternate sides as you march the legs. Inhaling and exhaling. Finish to the left. Place your feet on the floor. Roll up to a sitting tall position. Now contract your abs, holding on to the edge of your mat. Roll down bone by bone and get into place with your head on the headrest. Make sure you're connected to the back of the machine. You can hold on to the risers or a tower if you have one. Lift your legs one at a time into a chair position. Alternating toe touches. Tap your right foot towards the floor, pull it back up into chair, then the left. Inhale the leg down and away, exhale it up. Make sure that as you inhale, you breathe into your low back to anchor your spine. Exhale all the air out each time. Finish here. Draw those knees in towards your abdomen and rock side to side if that feels like a good massage to your low back. Place your left foot on the floor, straighten your right leg up to the sky, pulling on the back of the leg gently, bend and straighten your knee several times. Toe can be pointed or flexed, breathing in and out as you stretch the fascia through the back of your body. Keep the legs straight up, point and flex your ankle, approximately 5 to 6 repetitions, and then you'll do 5 to 6 ankle circles in each direction. Pull that right leg towards your face, lengthen your left leg out in the air for a little dynamic stretch, and then lift that left leg up and we'll switch for scissors. Inhaling and exhaling, keep those abs pressed down. Your head is relaxed on the headrest. The next time your left leg is to the sky, pull on it and place your right foot on the floor. And gently stretch that leg as you bend and straighten your knee several times. Inhaling and exhaling. Keep your legs straight up to the sky, point and flex your ankle 5 or 6 times, and then 5 to 6 ankle circles in each direction. Gently pull that left leg towards your face, lengthen your right leg out in space, and then we'll go into those scissors. Switch and switch. Belly pressed down, head, neck, and shoulders relaxed. Pull on the leg that's lifting up as the other one lowers down. Draw both those knees in towards your abdomen, rock side to side, and massage out your low back. As you hug the knees in, curl your head, neck, and shoulders up into a ball, and then lengthen your legs up to the sky. Hands can reach for the edge of your carriage or just holding out in space. Lower your legs down, 2, 3, 4, then up, 2, 3, 4. Inhale down and exhale up. Feet are flexed and turned out. Arms are reaching long by your sides, either on or off the mat. Keep looking towards your navel as your legs go down and exhaling up. Last one here. Hug the knees in, rest your head down. Rock up to a seated position, move your legs out of the way and walk your carriage into the bumper and set your springs for footwork weight. I'll be putting all springs on. And then make sure your foot bar is in position for footwork. You'll want low bar or medium bar depending on your length. Lie all the way down, head on the headrest again. Heels on the foot bar, legs squeezed together. Inhale as you press your legs to straight. Exhale every time you bend in and bring the carriage home. Continue out and in, lengthening and bending. One more repetition. When you bend and come in, separate your heels, sit bone distant apart on the bar, and press out and in again. Inhale to lengthen, exhale to bend. Last one, then place those heels wide on the bar with a slight turnout and press out and in. Inhale and exhale. Return your carriage home, lower your headrest to flat position, hands down by your sides, keeping your heels wide on the bar. Tuck, peel, and lift your hips up, rolling up into a bridge position, and then roll the body down, bone by bone. Inhale as you tuck, peel, and lift up into a bridge. Exhale as you roll the body down. Continue. This time, peel the hips up into bridge. Keep them lifted as you press the carriage out and in. Inhale and exhale. Keep the hips lifted and level. Return the carriage to the bumper and roll the body down, bone by bone by bone. Place your toes wide on the bar. Lift your headrest back up if you prefer. Inhale, lengthen out. Exhale, return, keeping your toes wrapped around the bar like a bird on a perch. Return the carriage home. Bring those feet a little bit closer together. Sit bone distant apart on the toes, pressing out and in. Last repetition. Bring the carriage home. Lift your heels up. Press the carriage all the way out till your legs are straight. Drop the heels down under the bar. Lift them back up. Down and up. Releve heel lowers. Keep your heels as low as you can, bend and come all the way in. The toes should stay approximately a few inches apart, and then heels come together in Pilates V, toes on the bar. Inhale as you lengthen out, squeezing your upper inner thighs. Exhale, bend in. Return the carriage, close the toes so your legs are parallel, still on the toes, on the bar. Press out and in. Inhale and exhale. Press to straight for running, alternating one heel goes down as the other knee bends up, treading through the feet. Drop the right heel to stretch. If you choose, lengthen your left leg on top of the foot bar to give you some traction and pull. Switch feet. Left heel drops under as the right leg either rests on the bar or lengthens out over it to pull on it gently. Return your foot to the bar, drop both heels and stretch. Take several big, deep breaths. When you return the carriage home, you'll drop your knees to the right and head to the left. Do that now. Drop those knees to the other side. Rise up to sitting and change your springs to either 2 red springs or 1 red and 1 blue spring, which is probably what I'm doing here. Lie supine again. Place your toes in Pilates V on the foot bar. We're going to do single leg work. Lengthen your right leg out over the bar and press away, bending and flexing your right knee and ankle. As you press that left leg to straight each time, bend and flex the right knee and foot. Inhale and exhale. Inhale out, exhale, return. Last one, then lengthen the leg over the bar, return the carriage. Now kick it up to the sky as you press away, lower it straight down as you come in. That same right leg lifts and lowers as you push out and in. Inhale and exhale. Press the carriage out. Keep your right leg up to the sky. Flex the feet and point the feet. Inhale and exhale. Your carriage will move as you do this. Then keep your toes pointed, cross the midline and circle that top leg down, around, and up. Breathing in and out. And then reverse at the top. Inhale and exhale, 4 to 5 repetitions. Finish right leg to the top, bend and come in and place your right ankle over your left ankle. Then press out and kick that right leg out to the side to the corner of your room where the wall meets the ceiling. Inhale to lengthen the legs. Exhale, bend in on a slight turnout each time. Bend and come in. Place that right ankle over your left thigh and do a piriformis stretch for the right hip. Release the stretch and we'll do all of this on the other side. Begin in Pilates V on the toes with left leg over the bar. Bend and flex your right knee and ankle as you press the carriage away. Inhale and exhale. Point and reach over the bar each time. Next time you return the carriage home and the left leg is long and over the bar, lift it up and lower it down as you press out. Inhale and exhale. Toes are pointed. Stretch and return. Make sure to get that right leg all the way straight. The next time you're out there, you're going to be pointing and flexing your ankles. So keep that carriage still as you point and flex. Keep the toes pointed, go into your single leg circles, cross the midline, circle down, around, and up 4 times, and then you'll reverse 4 times. Inhaling and exhaling as you go. Press your abdomen down to your spine to keep your pelvis stable. When you finish the 4th one this way, you're going to bend that knee on top of your other ankle, come all the way in, legs are turned out. Press away and kick that leg out to the side to where the wall meets the ceiling and bend back in. Inhale and exhale. Keep your pelvis level. Press that right oblique muscle down to the mat as this left leg extends out to the side. Bend and come in. Place that left ankle over your right knee for a piriformis stretch and breathe. Release the stretch, maybe hug those knees in, then come all the way up. Once you're seated, change to one red or one blue spring. I'm using one red. Then sit back against your shoulder pads, legs straight out in front of you. Reach back for your handles for Serve the Brownies. Sit tall as you scoop the arms up to eye level. Inhale and exhale them back down. Inhale, reach. Exhale, lower. Try to keep your chin level with the floor and the shoulders away from your ears. Reach up to chest height, turn those palms to face each other, and open and close the arms for Hug the Tree. Inhale, open. Exhale, squeeze your pec muscles and hug the arms towards each other. Stretch the arms forward and up overhead for triceps presses. Bend and straighten your elbows, keeping the thumbs touching and the elbows narrow. Inhale to lengthen, exhale to bend. Sit tall, shoulders drawn away from your ears. Straighten the arms, lower them to the side and down. Place your thumbs in the straps for rowing. You're going to bend down, reaching towards your feet, then lift your head, chest, and arms up and open them around. Scoop, curl, and reach to your feet. Starburst the arms up and open as you sit tall. Inhaling and exhaling. Finish here and hang up the straps. Come to a kneeling position, hands on the foot bar. You may switch to one blue or one yellow spring. I believe, if I remember correctly, I did change this to one blue spring. Once you're kneeling, your feet may or may not be against the shoulder pads depending on how long you are. Then you're going to place your hands down on the wooden platform. The lighter spring, the harder this is. The heavier the spring, the easier it is, so it's your choice. You're going to keep your spine straight and long as you press the carriage out and in, moving your arms only. Keep your hips directly on top of your knees. That is why you might not be all the way against the shoulder pads. It depends on your length. Inhale as you press away. Exhale, squeeze those muscles under the arms to draw you back in. Again, one yellow or one blue spring is going to be more challenging than one red. Now keep your shoulders over top of your hands and press the carriage out with the legs, dropping the pelvis down towards the floor and then folding at the hips, bringing it back in. So your arms are not moving this time, just your legs are moving. You have to keep your abs tight to protect your back. Your forearms may be against your foot bar depending on its height. Inhale in one direction, exhale in the other. Now I want you to press your arms back. Keep them back there and move your legs out and in. So you've pushed your carriage out with the arms, you stay there and you move the legs back and forth into a kneeling plank and then back into quadruped. Inhale and exhale. After another repetition or two, you will keep your legs out there, pelvis low, and you'll draw in with the arms and away. So you're in a kneeling plank, pushing the carriage out as far as feels safe to you and drawing back in. Make sure your head is in line with your spine. Bring the carriage home and push into a child's pose and stretch. Come up to kneeling for down stretch. Your hands will be wide on the bar, as wide as your shoulders or a little bit wider. Pelvis is forward and you press the arms out and pull back in. Again, one red, one blue, one yellow. It's up to you. The yellow is harder because it's harder to draw that carriage in and find the stability in your core to control the movement. But again, work whatever works for your body. Inhale away, exhale as you return. Then place your hands on the left side of the bar, pelvis is forward. Just keep that slight extension in your back. Apparently, I didn't like the spring here, so I'm changing it. I suspect I'm changing it to a blue. But you're going to press out and draw in, squeezing the muscles under the arms. keeping your glutes squeezed, your abdomen squeezed, so that your body is in a mild extension. Then place both hands on the right side of the bar. As you can see here, I did not do that, but you should, so that you're even on both sides. Push out and in. Keep those hips forward, abdomen squeezed tight. Inhale away and exhale, return. Push back into a child's pose, hanging your head through your arms, round your back to stretch after doing that extension. Now curl up the spine, and we're just going to do a couple little stretches. So you're going to tuck your toes under as though you're going to stand up on your feet, and then sit back on your heels. Torso is directly over your feet. Breathing in and out. This is a big stretch for the toes. I said this was a head to toe workout. You can circle the neck around to loosen it up. But big stretch for the toes. You should also feel this in your hamstrings. And if it's too tough on your knees, then certainly don't do it, or place some type of bolster or pillow under your bottom, in between your butt and your feet. Breathe deep. Grow tall through the spine. It's a great stretch for your feet, your ankles, your calves. We're going to add another dynamic by trying to balance on those toes on this unstable carriage. So lift your knees up if you can. Try to keep your head and shoulders directly over your pelvis and heels. I like to bring my hands into prayer position and just try to balance as best you can. If you're not comfortable with this, by all means, keep your knees down on the mat and continue to stretch the toes. And breathe. Try to focus your eyes on one spot on the wall in front of you. Inhaling and exhaling. Carefully bring those knees down, coming out of position. And then one more time, press back into a child's pose and breathe. Finish by curling up the spine and opening those arms out to the side and overhead. Inhale. Keep your spine long and tall as those arms come down. Thanks so much for joining me today. I really appreciate you all. Enjoy the rest of your week, and I'll see you next time.